Hello. Let's go. Let's start. Let's see what's going on. Gotta I'll restart my stream just now. Was a little bit lag. Alright. Okay, let's see what we have. Starting off the daily GJ. Okay, so GJ is honestly it's a little bit of mixed signal to me because of how the previous daily closed. You can see we got GJ to close above this level, right? This was my key level. Right, we got GJ managed to close above, but with no wicks, so that will be quite tricky. In this case, we have to make sure that maybe on the H4 price close below this level before we can consider taking sales. Other than that, if we have support creation, then we can take buys. So going to the H4, this is your support created on GJ, right? So let me just take this away. These are support created and we have resistance right here. Go down to the H1, you can see GJ is in a range, right? Previous daily closed with no top wick, so it's quite hard for GJ to move up with no range. So let me go 30 minutes. 30 minutes, we have this level right here. I'll bring my levels here because you can see we have rejections here, and towards the left we have these rejections here also. So I'll leave this level. So I would possibly wait for sales below this level, which is the current daily low. For buys, looking left, we have a level right here. So we have 25 pips of range for buys. Sells, we have around 20 pips. So yeah, that is the plan for today. Probably waiting for sells below 151, 160. $150 and buys above 470. Yep, so because of how once again how GJ closed previous daily candle closed with a very small top wick, but we managed to close below. We managed to close above this zone, because you can see looking left we have rejections here, and this candle managed to close back above. But now up to this point in time, the current daily candle is ranging, right? Broke the top, broke the highs, but it's sort of having indecision, right? You can see the candle is like a doji. H4 is in a range, 15, 30 minutes is all in a range. Okay, let's look at gold. What's gold doing? Daily time frame. Looking at structure, right? Because so we have this massive push down. Price found resistance right here. Now it could retest this support level. So this is the key level of support for gold. It formed resistance right here. And then with volume, price should be able to fill the wick of previous candle, right? And we test this support level. So let's see on the lower time frames if we have some sort of a resistance formation or anything like that. But in this case, looking at the H4, we are in that range, right? You can see this consolidation. So anything below this level, which is your daily level, sorry, this is your daily level. So anything below sells could work because we have clean candles to the left. For buys, I would say, let me bring this level up, because we have, I'm looking at this consolidation area right here, because usually consolidation area is a zone 2, right? This is what price rejected. So maybe above this level, so buys above this level, then we have this clean candles to the left, which is 100 pips away. Looking at the lower time frames, what do we have on the lower time frames? Let me just see this level. Currently looking at this immediate resistance right here, measuring the range from here to here, it's around 56 pips. Yeah, there's potential buys above 1808.5, but safer buys would be above 1813, just based off the 30 minutes, I mean the H1. Yeah, I would say safe buys. Because this is your consolidation, so this whole area is a range, I mean it's a zone, so price can come in and reject. And as for sells, we need to wait for, so we're looking at this zone, we have this support level right here, right? And we have clean candles going down, filling the wick of the previous daily candle, right? This is the previous daily candle wick. So we have sells below this level. Sells 1787. No, sorry, 1784. Right. Other than that, let me look for some buying opportunity. Looking at the current daily high, let me just mark that out. Current daily high. Looking at 30 minutes. So this is the current daily high. So if you can break that current daily high, how many pips we have? 5 pips. So I would put my level right here. 1792. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit choppy because you can see the volume. The volume isn't the best because just looking at this price action right here, candle bodies are small, there's wicks, rejections, bearish candles and bullish candles printing side by side. I mean, it slowly crept its way down, but the traffic isn't clean, so I would stay away from this area, this whole area, and maybe this zone could work, right, above this level, around 12-16 pips. So I would say this whole area is a no trade range. Alright. So yeah, let's wait for gold and GJ. What's GJ doing right now? GJ honestly have been tough coming today. it closed strong bullish but with no top wick, so you don't actually know if taking buys or sells is which one to take, right? Because the bias is mixed. There's no top wick, so it's very hard to take buys, and candle indeed closed above a key level, and that should be a bullish bias. So with this clashing biasness, just sit back and wait for better confirmations, like maybe a higher time frame closure above a level, right? Yeah, if not, you can see we have this fake out right here. Initially I was waiting for this candle to flip before taking buys to fill the wick to the left. Let me just make this smaller. Yeah, so I was anticipating price to come to flip back, but it then closed below resistance once again. So this was the fake out. So now if candle close back above this level again, I could anticipate volume to break this high and potentially come up to 151.8. Sorry about that. Yeah, but honestly, the traffic also isn't the best, right? Looking left, we have rejections right here. So let's just focus on the 30 minutes and H1, because then it's clearer. Wait for 30 minutes candle closure will be the safest then. Alright. You guys taken any trades today? For me, I haven't. 0 trades today. Honestly, gold sales would be much nicer. Candle closure below. Because the range is so nice. So we shall see what's up. Yep, we got news GDP, right? Prelim GDP 8:30. So that will move gold for quite a bit. Let's see. Alright, we have prelim GDP quarter/quarter. So I think gold, because usually high impact news, there will be some ranging before the news release, and that would the spreads will be high, volume will be low, so taking any trades before the news could be risky. Even with New York Open, right? What I tend to see is with news happening after New York Open, like maybe 8:30 or 9, the volume still is not the best after the news. I mean before the news. The volume tends to come in after the news, and NYSE, that's where the volume comes. So let's see. Honestly, August is pretty slow. August hasn't been the best because I mean the number of trades and number of setups I look out for has been decreasing. It's not because I've been being safe or whatsoever, but I think the markets are ranging more or less, right? For GJ, the only nice one was this drop, right? It trended nicely. Other than that, from what I see for the past month of August, it's been quite slow, taking only like 5-6 trades a week. Yeah, meaning to say maybe it's like one trade a day, and some of it is even some of it is break even. So yeah, even for gold, right? Like, let's not talk about the flash crash. This move up it happened only for 3 days. Then most of it was ranging. You can see there's range here. Price came up. The candle bodies became smaller. Got a hit fall. Right, this is your flash crash. Price range for most of August. Came up, range again. Slowly made its way down. Yeah, so it's pretty tough. Ooh, expecting good numbers. Actually, I wouldn't take a buy here. Alright, let's see. Let's see this chart. GJ, right? This is my. Let's bring this to the right. Looking at this chart, right, you can see clearly this is your key level, and now currently price is retesting, even though it closed above this resistance level. But once price closed bearish, something like this, you can anticipate tomorrow or next week for price to respect the highs of the previous candle to come back down slowly to retest this level once again. And once a candle closes below, then we can anticipate price to continue melting because we have clean range on the weekly. This massive push up for how many weeks? Almost 15 weeks. So yeah, break above, break down, do a retracement, retest previous level, create resistance, and then drive back down. Gold, gold, gold. Yeah, wait for buys above 1797.5. Not be hard. Because I don't like these ranges. Right, we have these rejections, all the rejections right here. Even above this level, we have this here. The range is 11-12 pips, right? Isn't the best. Above this level, 15 pips. So let me just draw. Got rejections right here. Even above this level, right? This range. Let me just get the tool out. This range above. I don't like the consolidation to the left. Right, this consolidation. So yeah, this is your support, price rejected. If you close back above, maybe you can take buys, but just bear in mind this consolidation is also a zone that price can reject from. Ranging. Haven't taken a trade. Let's see if we have something today. GGJ was tough. Waited for this break above during London. Once again, it didn't flip. Closed back below, came back down. Tested the bottom of the range. So honestly, I could see GJ coming bearish because of how the daily looks. If it rejects this level, let me see, something like this, then once again you can get the move, retest this level, potentially something like this too, creating your lower highs and lower lows, the basic bearish price action. H1. So the H1 closed bullish on gold. GJ closed bearish. So once price can close below 151, 166, we could get something. And for gold, you have this minor level right here, right? Minor resistance. So this candle close above, right? And once, if this candle creates a bottom wick to retest this level, I think this wick can be filled to retest this level. But for me, I just don't like how it looks on at the left, right? The price action isn't clean. We got rejections, so many wicks. So I'll be just sticking to my plan. Buys above 1797 or potentially above here. Potentially above here or even here. Yeah, I don't know. It depends on how I can close. Shall see again. Before news, after news. All of that plays a part. GG at the support level right now. 7:02. We have 27 minutes. Let's see. 15 minutes for the 15-minute candle to close. some waiting to do. Yeah, news and price is ranging, but GJ could give us something before the news. So let's see. Ooh, gold is pushing. Seven more minutes before the 15 close. If you can close with a wick at the bottom, I think you can get a trade down. But honestly, because if you are relying on the 15 minutes close, then the 30 won't have a top wick. So it will be good if the candle flip back up and then close below. That would be the best. Because if it closes with no top wick on the 15, the 30 is still open, right, with no top wick. So that is something to consider. If there's no top wick on the 30, then I will probably wait for the 30 to close for the next candle to then create a top wick and then drive down. But if GJ goes, then it goes. Then there's no entry for me. Sorry, new here. May I know why is the top wick important? Because if you look at all candles, right, 80% of all candles, 80 to 90% of all candles have a top and bottom wick. So from what I see is, if a candle has either no top wick or no bottom wick, it more or less will go back to create that wick. So that's why I would want the top wick to give me that probability. Ng Qi Han here to support the stream. Goodbye. Go trade your stocks, man. Where is Deckers? I don't know. Probably on other streams. 15 closing in 3 minutes. Could be. Yeah, there's no top break though. I need to wait. Disappointed. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Ciao, bye. Gold is pumping up. Alright, GG, 2 more minutes. Oi. Who's that? It's Deckers. Deckers. He joining in an hour. Gabriel is joining in an hour. 1 more minute before 15 close. If the 15 minutes candle closes below support with top and bottom wick, what other confirmations we shall get before entering? Yeah. So some things I like to, like some confluence I like to see is the next candle creating a top wick before driving down. So if the candle comes down like this candle closing like this, right? With a bottom wick, with a bottom and top wick, right? Something like this. So next candle, I want it to create that top wick first before driving down. Oh, I can't draw. God damn. Yeah, but you get the idea. So that's another thing. If there's no top wick, same thing. The idea is the same. Like price comes down like this, it might go back up to create a top wick before driving back down again. So I like to see the top wick first, the drive down, and then enter as it breaks the previous candle low. 15 has closed right at support, so got enough 15 minutes to the 30 close. So let's wait. Deckers. And the stop loss will be on previous candle high. Depends. That's the previous candle high is the more, how to say, optimal stop loss placement. But sometimes if the stop loss is too big, then I would look to put my stop loss above the current candle high, because if I want price to melt down, right, I don't, it shouldn't come back to break its own high. So if it breaks its own high, then yeah, the probability of going down is not there anymore. So sometimes having your stop loss above the current candles makes sense too. Right, so now you can see the 15 is rejecting quite a bit. This could be the 30-minute candle trying to create that top wick. So yeah, the gold is still pumping up. Maybe above 1792.7 there could be a trade. No problem, kind of, no problem. Yep, the 30 minutes is rejecting. Gold is pumping up. Right, look at the 30 minutes candle, flip back above, now breaking the highs of previous candle. Now you then have your 30 minutes top wick. But if this closes like this, then there's no trade at the moment, because candle didn't close above my levels or close below 151.15. Yo,
You,
how are you? Taking any trades today?
I did. I took a long GJ, took a loss.
Took a long way, or the 15
Uh,
minutes close above.
yeah,
Where do you, I mean, how did you enter? What was your setup?
10 minute broke resistance. And I wanted to do the flip. So I waited for the bottom wick. And it came, and then it flipped. And once it flipped, I entered. But I think the bottom wick wasn't
Oh, the first few seconds,
long
is it? Like
enough.
first few minutes or something?
Yeah,
It came down
seconds,
like
seconds, first few seconds. And also, it wasn't very long, I guess.
two pip like that. They
Yeah,
came up a
like that.
bit and then like came down.
Mm.
Yeah, I hesitated. I was waiting for the longer wick, but then it just kept going down and it didn't flip.
Oh.
So I didn't enter. Anyway, it closed back below. Then the fake out came down.
This week, never take much trade, yeah.
No I took how many two or three trades only so far. Let me check. Third.
Last night had such a nice move, yeah. If we missed it, we were playing game, man.
Two trades so far. Last night
30 minutes. Around 10 lah, 10 o'clock. 10, 10:30.
oh this
Mm.
I mean
The one at the bottom.
yeah, but it's if this is possible. This right here.
Mm.
9:30 NYSC. But oh well.
Can you hear my chewing? Is it very loud?
Not really. We are in that range. So tough.
If the 30 minute close bullish, would you
No, I'm not.
consider a long?
No, I'm not gonna train the range. And also, yeah, I mean, it's possible lah, but I think I just wanna take above 151.47.
Mm.
Don't want to like force it, Anyway, we got news, so pre-news usually the volume like wacky. Hey, I missed that one too. Lol, busy with studies. That's fine. Forex is 24/5, so your studies, your exams, all that. That one a bit tough to postpone.
Dim Sin, Kenneth Chan.
Yeah, why? What's up? I took AU longs during London yesterday. Still nothing today. AU longs, let me take a look. Ooh, oh, this was my previous break-even swings. Let me see. AU longs, London yesterday, 25th. Ooh, okay, that's nice. This level here. The daily looking like. Oh, right. So big fill on daily. Created resistance and support. So this was your range. Still creating that higher highs, higher lows. So this is your higher low. Once you close above this resistance, you should come up to retest this high right here, which it did. Right. So around 8, 9. Oh, the range isn't that high. 72486.
I think London open.
Yeah, correct. It went up Yeah, around 10 pips. The range isn't the best because you see also this isn't like the best price action, but this candle is pretty nice. But other than that, this also is only around 10 pips, right? So in the 10 pip range, it's harder for price to hit 10 pips. That's the idea. So yeah, but it moved up eventually, so I guess still good overall. Just take note on that, right? The range isn't the biggest and the price action on the left isn't the cleanest. Ooh, GJ. Got 1-1 and I was out. Nice. Just make sure you manage the trade tightly, because then again you don't want to be. I mean, if the setup isn't the best, then risk management should be managed stricter. Two minutes before the 30 close. One more minute. Still nothing so far. Pretty close. Let's see. Close bullish with a top wick. This could be support. Alright, because you can see price rejected support in the range. So there's no buys for me because we are still in that range. Even though the next level is 13 pips away. Still, I'm gonna wait for the safer buys above 151.47. But gold goes below resistance. Yeah, we'll wait for buys above 179.2.8. DJ created a small bottom weight, flipping up now. When you break the highs, once you break the highs, it should come up to 151.46. Or would it respect the high and close bearish? Broke the highs. Let's see how the next 15 and 30 minutes candle close right before NY open. Could we get buys or could we get sells? Let's see. Honestly, want GJ to go bearish though. Looking at the daily right on this chart, you can see the price action create resistance. Next daily candle, maybe next week or tomorrow or next week, we could come back down, retesting 149 level. So shall see.
With the with the previous daily closing such a strong bullish candle, do you care? Or do you take that into account?
No, because okay, today the buyer's a bit different. Right. You see this candle in fact closed above, right? This candle in fact closed above, but then there's no like long top wick or anything, so the range for next candle to go up is not there. So the bias is a bit confusing. Firstly, the bullish bias is there because the candle closed above previous candle wicks, but then we have no top wick, so that is relatively bearish also. So taking buys or sells is a bit hard. There's no like clear bias. So today need to wait for like levels to be broken before can take anything. But in fact, looking at this chart, it's still below. It's still in that range, right? It's not like a fixed price level. Rather, it's a zone. So if price can close bearish, then it seems like it's retesting and creating resistance to then retest the lows again.
Nice. It makes sense. It makes sense on the weekly as well. The previous week closing strong bearish.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get it to flip.
Yeah, but we left today.
Long way to go. Yeah.
So if the weekly closes like this, then it's a bit hard also, because then we can have like this deeper retrace before coming down again, right? But because the overall structure is still bearish, even though this candle closed bullish, right? It could just mean that this is just a retracement in that bearish market structure. So we need to see like how each daily candle closes to like establish the bias for that day itself. So for today, it's a bit hard due to the fact that this candle closed above previous zone, which is this zone, right? But then it's still sort of below the key level. And also one thing to note is no top wick lah. So maybe that's why today is a bit rangy. Indecision lah, basically. Price don't know where to go. But later we got news, so we shall see where that takes us. Gold is still coming down. Let me see. I honestly want GJ to go bearish though. I want that monthly wick fill. For gold today, I think it should go bearish due to the fact that it created resistance here. Next candle close bearish, but then let me just take this away. We have this range right here. We got this level right here. Price rejected, right? Previous daily candle. So today daily candle, it either will reject this level again or fill the wick to the left of the previous candle if we have strong volume and all to retest this support level, but seems like it's struggling to break previous resistance, now turning support. So maybe tomorrow we can get something like this, right, to retest this high once again, depending on how this daily candle close.
Yeah, on the 1 hour is forming quite a similar pattern to your swing trade, right? The trend line, and then it breaks the trend line.
This,
Yeah, it goes down, then the bullish
yeah,
1 hour candle breaks the trend line. Maybe you get pushed out, no?
this is so ugly, Got resistance. The level's not nice, yeah. Just see.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be taking it. So
It's GG. Right, GG is coming down. See, broke the highs, coming back down. Hopefully it closes below our level. I should probably do a chart for gold as well. Like this type of. I've plotted this chart ever since 30th of July, I think, somewhere around here. Like I've plotted this sell zone, buy zone and stuff. Cause this is just to remind myself that the overall market structure in the higher time frames. If it didn't break this high, then it's still bearish. Breaking above this high, then it will be buy zone, which is this area. So yeah. If this breaks right, 149, 300. Ooh. Honestly think GJ will come down. Just looking like creating just 15 minutes, creating higher highs, higher lows. Right, did a fake out, came down, retest that level again. Now I retested this level, but then maybe now the volume isn't the best. But I think eventually it can break support to come down. Hopefully. I may be wrong. It's just visualizing. see my son struggling. What the heck? Deckers. Right. 15 closing. Oh, it's so far so good. Right. Didn't take a trade here. Close bullish. Didn't take a trade here. Waiting for it to close below. Right. Like I said, this was creating your bullish price action. Retested. Couldn't break above to create your next leg up, which is your higher highs, higher lows. Made your first lower high. Came down, made your lower low, lower high, retest this level to then go down again. Gold still doing nothing. Yeah. Can I look at gold? Sure. I'm looking for buys, preferably above here, 1792 or 1797.5. GG on the daily chart on areas. Sorry. GG on the daily chart. The area strong. What is that? SNR. Support and resistance and supply and demand. Good for swings, maybe. Yeah. We are basically supply demand. Support resistance is like your support and resistance, right? It's similar but not really. But then it's just basically a zone where price will have strong reactions too, right? So as I said, the daily chart, I have this level right here. This was the zone. So anytime price taps into this, it will have some sort of reaction. So if today's daily candle can close like this, then this tells me that maybe GJ has retested and created resistance. So on the lower time frame, if I can get a minor support to break, then I could take sells to retest the low at 149. but we have only 1 day left, right? Because the weekly will then close strong bullish. So next week we could anticipate a deeper retracement, which is bullish. 15 close with no bottom wick. It's tough for GJ to come down. Gold. Honestly, I want to sell some gold, but it seems like gold is rejecting this zone. Previous resistance now turning support. So if this daily candle can close bullish, then this could be your break and retest, basically your retracement to retest this high again and eventually go up. Eight more minutes before the New York Open. Go pushing up. We have news once again, right? Not to forget, we have news at 8:30, 30 minutes after New York opens. So if you don't get any setup during New York Open, then yeah, probably wait for after the news. Looking at this, nah. Oh, the 30 close, flip bullish. Only 30 minutes. 15, yeah. Still in that range. We might not get anything. Or could this be just a top weight to drive down? Never know. Just gotta wait and see. Ooh, go trying to break. Ooh, coming back down, flipping back down. Come on, man, I need to have some volume. We have how long more? 3 minutes 40 seconds before we get a New York Open. Respect the high, create a top weight, come back down, close below. That's what I need. If not, there's no entry. Yeah, there you go. I'm just like speaking as the candles move, right? So far it's moving nicely, but yeah, we still need the candle closure below. How many pips is that? Yeah, around. You need to move another 8 pips in the next 3 minutes. Yeah, there you go, come on. Oh, look at gold. Rejecting. There's no trade. GJ, come on. How many more pips? Come on, you got six more pips to go. If it close near above the support level, impulse entries? Probably not. Because you got pre-news, so yeah, nah. Come on, come on. Push. We got 1 minute. Come on, GJ, you can do it. Let's look at the 1 minute. I think GJ hurts me. GJ hurt me, come on. Look at the H1. Yeah, we need that. Oh well. Usually we get some nice pushes right as the candle close, so if not, there's no... yeah, it's nothing. Come on, nah, probably not going to get anything. 10 minutes New York Open, what will it do? I don't think there's gonna be high volume, right, because of the upcoming news. Probably everyone wants to wait for the news to be released before taking a trade. We are still above support level, so there's no trade. Gold rejecting, close bearish. Look on the H1. Oh, H1 first bullish, rejecting that level. Yeah. Could GJ just break below support? It could. I have a feeling it might. But yeah, it is what it is. There's no entry for me. Not yet. Not yet. Let me see if it breaks. The top wick also, there isn't really any top wick too, so just be cautious if you are even considering taking any entries. What I'm afraid it comes down here, go back up to create a top wick once again, just like this candle right here. Right, previously you have this candle doing that exactly the same thing. It is the push, New York Open. New York Open, we don't, yeah, there's nothing still. Okay, gold. Yeah, I'll wait for 1784. No, there's no buys, I mean there's no sells. Gold, I mean GJ is slowly making his way down. Yeah. If only it closed below. It is what it is, right? Right, as you guys can see, the volume, right, is not the usual New York Open volume where prices move down and move, breaking through levels and all, because we have news once again happening very soon. 26 minutes actually. Right, got it now. Reject, create a stop wick before doing anything. Yeah, look at that. Created a top wick. Looking on the M1. Find resistance. Flip back down. Yeah. Gold doing nothing. Rejecting previous resistance, now turn support. If it creates support here, it could retest the high once again. It's a tough one today. It might be a no trade day. See, I asked you guys on my Instagram, right? What's the bias for GJ today? We have 76 people voting for longs and 60 people voting for shorts. 56% versus 44. I'm not sure if you can see. Right. Yeah, I don't think you can see, but this comes to show the market is hard to read today, even for me. Honestly, there's no clear bias, so have to be very very careful. We don't have to take a trade on days like this, to be honest. So yeah, why take the risk? Actually, I can do this. I can change the screen, right? Oh, so huge. What is this? Chat with webcam. Chats only. Okay. Look at the volume. Just look at the 1 minute time frame. Everyone is waiting for the news. If the news comes out positive, then gold should drop. But from what I've seen for the past month, right, when the news is good for USD, gold should drop, but it always move up. I don't know why. So I'm not the best at fundamentals. I rely my trade off technicals. I just avoid news, that's all. Alright, look at that. H1 breaking its own high. Or is it creating that deeper top wick? Let's see the M1. Let's see if we can read the M1. Alright, created the new higher high, retest this level. To break here. 4 minutes. Oh, my back hurts. Damn. Come on, GJ. 15. Price is still making lower lows, lower highs. So let's see. Oh my god, look at the volume. Oh, what do we have here? Hey Yuki, on LTM. What is LTM? Low time frame. Oh, okay. Let's say on the low time frame looking for support to break, but at the same time we can see higher time frame flipping bearish. Do we take impulse entry based on the higher time frame or wait for support to break? So higher time frame is just, I like to look for scalping. I like to look at the higher time frame as the overall bias. At the end of the day, my entries will always be on the lower time frame, so I will look at the lower time frame for the support to be broken. Right, so there's a difference between setups and entries, right? So setup is basically like your higher time frame flipping bearish, price is at a key level of resistance. That's like your whole setup. Entries is like candle closing below, right? Breaking of the lows of the previous candle. Those are entries. So entries for me will always be like on the 15, 30 or H1 time frame. The overall setup could be on the H4, could be H1. I hope you get the idea, right? So basically it's just taking entries on the lower time frame, because then it will be more precise. You can see levels clearly. At the end of the day, because we are scalping, right? So it makes sense to take the entries execution of the lower time frames. But also you can take the higher time frame, like the break of the previous H4 low, break of the previous daily low as like your confluence. So that could be your like plus points. Right, look at GJ. Came up, did a deeper top wick, printing lower lows, lower highs, closing in 25 seconds. I'll be waiting for the news. Nothing much going on as of yet. The reason I'm asking you is I can see you take entries on higher time frame on Insta, so I was curious. Like my scalps, like sometimes it's on the H1, right? I rarely take scalps off the H4. But yeah, H1 to me is still scalping. So if you're talking about higher time frames, to me higher time frames is like weekly, daily, maybe the H4. So in this case, let's say, can we find an example here? Alright, so looking at the daily low, the H4 previous H4 low, right? Price is currently breaking the previous H4 low. That could be the setup, as you can say that this is a bearish scenario, right? Breaking the lows, but the entry and the execution is waiting for a 30-minute level to be broken. For me, is candle closure below that level. So yeah, but if candles are clean, let's say on the H1, sometimes let me just find so let's say like this, right? Candle went up, found support right here. Then if it breaks the H1 high, then maybe I can take this trade right here, putting stops here, targeting maybe up there. So that could be the entry. I take the entries off. Let me bring my IG. Hold on. Let's see. Profile, higher time frame. H1. Yeah, basically this was a H1 closure above. Man. I've been wanting to post more on IG, but now I'm like focusing more on the YouTube page. Still learning how to edit videos and all. Oh my god, it's quite tough, but I have everything planned out. Just need to learn and I guess gradually improve as I create more content, I guess. I don't know where my YouTube page will go. Just taking it slow. Oh, GJ is at support level. Will it break right before news? Look at gold. Rejecting previous resistance. Now could retest resistance once again. I took a few losses on gold this week. Was testing 1 hour flip. Oh, is there the chart? Oh man, why can't I see it? Just in case if you want to have a look, comment. Thanks. Shoots. Why doesn't it show even though it's let me see. Then I can't see it. It's not in the chat. Could you send me on Instagram? Yeah, send me on Instagram. I'll take a look. Send me the full link on Instagram. Yeah, I have to figure out this trading view thing. But maybe, to me, the candle flipping is just a small percentage, right? It's a confluence, but it's not my confirmation, right? So especially the lower time frame it is, like H1 flip doesn't really hold a lot of weight as compared to like daily flip or like H4 flip. In the meantime, price is trying to break support right now. We have news in 8 minutes. Once it breaks the wicks to the left, honestly, I think it can come down. Right, as this candle leaves this support, H1, right? As just now we already established that. You can see price structure once again. This was your bullish price structure, right? Higher highs, higher lows. But then it came down, tried to create its next leg up for its new higher high. It couldn't, it found resistance here. So this is your new lower high. So at this stage, price is like reversed, creating the new lower high, lower low, create new resistance, lower high. Now we'll be testing the low again. So once this break, it could create a new lower low, and then lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So that's the idea of market structure. Just reading how candles form. So once it retested this level, it should break the low and just come down. Like a few more pips. Yeah, that's it. Send me a chart. Okay, hold on. Let's look at GJ. Look at GJ for quite a bit. What's gold doing? Price should then drop. Am I waiting for close below 1.15? Yes, preferably. That's the safest. Let me just look at this chart. This is a H1. What is this? Sell 1 hour anticipating H1 hour wick up and test the support. So lost 20 pips. Wait, which one? Oh, this was the trade. Just looking at this, right? We have strong support right here, right? A candle flip, any of these candle could flip, but still it will still respect this support level, right? Meaning to say, none of these candles are special unless we can get one. Unless let's say this candle managed to close below. So basically this candle did what all these candles to the left couldn't. So then that could be your confirmation to take the trade as this candle breaks the low, right? And then coming down to your TP, right? Trading off the candle flip is use it as a confluence rather than your confirmation. That's what I would say, right? Let me look at your second trade. The same thing right here. Support level right here, right? None of these candles close below, even the levels to the left right here. So sometimes waiting for candle closure is really very important, right? So you waited, sell anticipating H1 to wake up and then test support, lost 12 pips, right? So once again, we are in the downtrend, correct? Your bias is looking for sales, that's correct too. Now one thing you need to wait for is maybe a candle closure, something like this. Yeah, so the next candle will wake up, break the low, then you can anticipate it to come to your TP. So I would say the only thing that you need to work on now is waiting for that confirmation. Right, GJ, come on. What's gold doing? Gold, oh, look at gold. Gold shrinking. Thanks, legend. I'm not a legend. I mean, if you put in the effort to do up a chart and writing down your thoughts and everything, I don't see why I shouldn't put in the effort to like share my thoughts, right? My chair is so squeaky. Can you guys hear my chair? Is it like annoying? I don't know if you guys, if the mic can catch that. We have 2 more minutes before the news. What will happen? I wonder. Look at gold ranging, right? You can see clearly it's waiting for news, because then again this is a USD news. So gold will be affected more than GJ. So let's see. Let's sit back and relax. It's coming down. 1 more minute. Right, this move was honestly anticipated, right? If you guys have been on the streams from the start till then, like every candle that's open, I've been like speaking out how it might, like I've been saying how, visualizing how it might play out, right? As the candle was open, and so far it's been going the way I've been visualizing, creating that lower high, lower low, talking about the 15-minute market structure and all. Candle close below. News. Let's see the news. Let's see. Look at gold. Gold should be affected more. 30 minutes. Oh, it's coming up. It's coming down. Refresh. Oh, it's coming up. This is so funny. Oh, look at gold, look at gold, look at gold move. Rejecting support. Let me look at news real quick. Go back to gold. Oh, bad numbers. Gold should move up. Jeez. GJ should come down. I don't know. Actually, honestly, I don't know. because with news now it's very tough. Even though it's bad for the USD, right? Gold should move up, but time like I said, with bad USD news, sometimes gold can come down. I just don't know anymore. Right, you can see expecting 6.7, it's at 6.6, so less than expected. So, look at that, it's nothing. I guess now we have to wait for closure below this 150.966. Look at gold, right? Even though it's a high impact news, didn't really do much. Went up, came back down. Went for GJ, what is it doing right now? It's so tough. H1 is still open, 30 minutes closed. We have 27 minutes before the H4 close. So if the H4 closes like this, below the level, right? Because price was ranging in this level on the H4. And if this H4 close, create a top wick, it should feel the wick to the left before coming back down to this support. That's the higher time frame setup. No trades. This week has been really slow, man. So far I've taken 2 trades for the past week for scalps. Look at it. We have bad USD news and gold is coming down. Like, what logic is that? And then GJ is coming up. Could this be the top wick creation? Let me see. Yeah. It might do one more retest, right? Come up here, maybe he is hit for a bit before coming down, but if it goes back above, then it will be a fake out. It should retest this high right here, so we need to see how price reacts to 151.15 once again. For gold is a bit tough, right? Because we have a fundamental news that's impacting it right now. By right, it's supposed to move up, but it's coming down. But my daily bias is still bearish. Came up, found resistance, came down. It should retest this low right here, feeling the wick to the left. But seems like it's rejecting this resistance. Now could be turning support. So we need to see if GA can close below 1784. Then we got clean range to the left. So we got some waiting to do. For GJ, yeah, I need to wait for it to probably retest this level of it. Yeah. Let's see. What will GG do? Right. Oh damn, look at that. .6. Kinda weird. Look at gold just moving down. We might get something on gold. Yeah, this is a very key level. But with gold, sometimes it might just move. Looking at the H4, look at that. Once it flips, breaking its own low, it could just break down. We won't know because we have 23 minutes left before the candle close. And towards the candle closure, usually there's a lot of volatility before candle closes. And now look at that, rejected. How many pips was that? 30 pips, just like that. Alright, you can see 20 over pips, just rejected. Trade safe, man. Just by looking at the current candle, right? It broke the high, it broke the low. Like key level of resistance, key level of support. It just comes to show it's very very tough. There's a lot of volatility on gold right now. As for GJ, it's sort of ranging. You can see on the 5 minutes. Doesn't know what to do. It already closed below this level. But now this candle is having indecision. Could it retest this level before driving back down? Or could it retest this level to see it wants to reverse or it wants to come down to 150-700? We might get some sells on gold. I can see the volume like coming in just by how gold is moving. The best, I mean, yeah, taking the trade at the last 15 minutes of the H4, it could be quite risky also. Some pullbacks usually happen before that, before the candle close. Look at gold candle, H4 candle of gold just flip and break down. Oh shoot, breaking the low to come down here to retest support, which will then be the daily wick fill, right? Breaking daily lows to retest key support level. Not sure. Let's just look. UJ flip back bearish. Gold. I mean, just look at the 5-minute time frame. Flip, reject, go down, reject. So just wait and just sit back and relax. $15 minutes, so we have 5 more minutes before the 15 close. GJ currently pushing bullish. Gold just somersaulting. Ooh. Look at that. Oh, this is it. This is it. H4 broke the lows, breaking previous low. Yeah, there goes. Look at GJ. What's GJ doing? Is it going bearish? It's doing nothing. Will 15 minutes candle close below? Right, like I said again, we have bad USD news. Gold should move up, but time and time again this month I've been saying gold just moving down because we have bad USD news, which shouldn't be the case. $15 minutes candle closing in 2 minutes. So if candles closing like this, right, if we have a long wick and the next candle creates a nice long wick, right, taking off the flip could be ideal to fill the wick to the left, right, rather than taking off the break, right, then your risk to reward won't be the best. Let's say for example like this, taking off the flip, right, let's say the wick created was 21 pips. If you take off the break, your RR will just be 1 as compared to like 1:3. So that's the idea. But the 15 minutes, you need to close below this level, the very least. If not, there's no trade yet. As I said, the H4 is very volatile right now. I mean, because of the break of the H4, right? Gold is quite volatile right now. So 15 minutes candle is closing in 50 seconds. Oh, GJ. What's the next level? Oh, GJ closed back above. Yeah, gold closed below. Let me see. Yeah, what I want to see is a nice top wick. Let me see how long is that wick. 8 pips, right? So once it breaks its own low after creating like maybe deep, I would say around 10 to 12 pips of wick. Once it flipped down, it should be good. If not, this wick isn't the best. 6-7 pips, it's not bad. The best is 10, around 10 pips. GJ, what's GJ doing? Yeah, honestly, it didn't really close back above. Slightly. Right, top wick created. How many pips was that top wick? 6-7 pips, isn't the best. Rejecting the lows. Yeah, once it break, I think 1781.25 Yeah, so now creating that top wick. Yeah, 9-10 pips. This top wick is pretty nice. So once it breaks, I think 170, 1.25. Yeah, and entry there could be, depending on how big the stop. The stop will then get the retracement. Gold so volatile right now. The second 15 minutes of the 30 minutes is always the pullback. So just keep in mind. Yeah, stop is 30 pips. Targeting 58. Oh, GJ created a bottom wick. Another safer thing you could do is wait for the 4 hour to close, because like I said, the last 15 minutes of the H4 candle closure will always tend to be a pullback. Let's see, GJ. What will GJ do? Gonna break the low. PJ continue pumping up. Right. What's called? What is GG doing? Look at the massive pullback on the H1. Close back above. So H4 came back into the range. If the H4 closes like this, we are still respecting that range on the H4, right? That's why I say sometimes, right, taking buys or sells into a higher time frame zone is risky due to the fact that this could happen, right? Even though sometimes we have confirmations, you don't know how the higher time frame candle will close at the end of the day or at the end of the H4 candle and stuff. So just take the best entries only. In this case, the range, the next level is in 9 pips. So this range is not there. So I waited for 150, 960, which GJ didn't go to, right? So there's no entry. breaking the lows. Yep. Now, by right, it should be going down. The only risk now is it's the last 15 minutes of the H4. So if you're willing to risk that, then it should be good. Right, now you should feel the wick to the left. I mean the candles to the left to retest this low right here. Look at the 5. Yeah. The safest is still waiting for the H4 to close. Usually the pullback is, the pullback on the last 15 is always the killer. Right, what is it doing? Is it rejecting? Oh my god. Secure 10 pips. Damn, that's quick. Like where was your entry? It went down quick. Must have quick hands. J is still propping up. Sell stop at the low of the body. Right here. Which is the candle flip, essentially. I see. I mean, it's aggressive, but it works. So just understand the risk behind that entry. Right? Was it planned? And how many times have this trade worked out? Right? Because at the end of the day, it's always out of 100 trades, 500, 1000 trades. How many of that type of setups work out? So if it's working out for you, then that's great. Other than that, ask yourself, is it I don't know. I always like to ask myself, was that entry FOMO? Was that forcing a trade and stuff like that? I like to ask like the tough questions, which helped a lot, honestly. GJ, come on. and this goal coming up now. Moving opposite. Let me see Euro USD. Right, Euro USD. If there's bad news for the USD, isn't EU supposed to go up? Right. H4 candle closing in 4 minutes. Look at that retracement. Alright, now looking at the H4. If this candle closes like this, if you want to play off the H4, it could come down because this candle did what previous candle couldn't, right? Rejected, rejected, rejected in this range, right? You are in this range, and if this candle can close below, meaning to say this is your confirmation. I like to see it that way. For gold, yeah, gold is tough. It's rejecting that. It had issues breaking down. It already broke the low of the previous daily. It should be able to come down to 1776.60. One more minute for our close. Basically, did your retest. You have this level right here. This is your current H4 low. 15 flipping back bearish. See how price reacts to 159.70. Gold. $25 seconds. Alright, H4 close. GG managed to close below. Gold close wick bearish. New H4. Just look at gold. Yeah, close bullish on the 15. Is this where gold starts to move up because of the USD news? I don't know. Now GJ on the 15. Close the wick doji bullish candle. So yeah, let me see on H4. You should create a top wick. Driving down, breaking the lows. Not sure if that move will play out so soon because 15 could then range as the H4 creates a top wick, right? This is the H4 creating a top wick. If you flip back down, you should feel the wick to the left. Right, look at that, look at the zone. Alright, I have this zone, H4, rejected that zone, leaving this support. So it should break down and possibly retest daily low, and depending on how this daily candle close, we could get that move down to 149. Go flipping. Get that 15 ranging, right? Will it break up or retest this level? Will then be your head for retesting, creating that top wick before dropping down. Oh, okay, just wondering, do you use standard lot sizes and does it vary based on how many pips your stop loss is? Yeah, I like to use whole lot size, right? So I have like example, because my stop loss is always ranging from 10 to 15 pips, right? So at the back of my head, I know like how much I'm risking. It's not always gonna be 100%, but I mean a rough estimate is to be honest, is okay for me, right? So let's say 10 pips is like one lot or 10 lots, then 1.5, 15 pips is maybe like half risk, right? And you half that, and 2%, 1%. So yeah, unless your depending on your account size also, so you need to find that sweet number. So I always have like half risk and full risk, mainly these two, depending on my stop loss, of course, because the larger the stop loss, then I should risk less, right? Meaning to say go lower in lot size. But the easiest could be just using the calculator, my FX book lot size calculator, but that one quite mafan. What's my approach for GJ NYC? I want to see the H4 flipping bearish. Right, flipping bearish, breaking its own low to fill the wick to the left and potentially mirroring this candle right here to come down to 150 500 level. That's what I want. Oh, look at gold. Broke the lows of the previous H4. Retraced back 20 pips. We'll see. For gold, I think it should create a deeper top wick. How many pips was that top wick? Okay, 18 pips is, yeah. Let me see why this didn't play out. H1 came up, flip down, came down 40 pips. Then okay, at 30, same. Oh, 15 close bullish. Okay, so this was a support created. Broke the highs and it broke the high and the lows. Yeah. Meaning to say it's very volatile, this candle. Oh, GJ is going up. 15-minute closing in 2 minutes, man. $15 closing to 1 minute 30 seconds. If we close back above, this could be a fake out. Right, then it will retest this level once again, more likely than not. If this goes back inside, there's nothing. Gold, there's nothing or two. So yeah, let's see how this 15 close. Look at gold. It's so tough. Look at that. Right before the candle close below. And then gold is pumping. What is going on? Right? Can see this always happens before the candle close. Always. I mean, how many times that we saw that happen? So meaning to say this is not a fake out. Sales is still very valid. So then this is your new support level. Okay. Yeah. Go pumping up. UJ ranging. Yeah, I think there's nothing. So I think I'm gonna call the streams. I'm gonna end the streams. Calling it a day. So I hope you guys didn't take any impulse trades today, because you can see GJ is quite tough unless you got the impulse sells down, which is only 10 pips, right? For gold, today is only like risky impulse trades, right? Other than that, there's no entry. As you can see, price is ranging, price went down, goes back in the range, and you can see on GJ, right, there's no entry. So yeah, hope you guys learned something today from the streams, and yeah, thanks for watching. I'll stream next Tuesday, which is the 31st. Yeah, last last day of the month that could be low volume again. So yeah, thanks once again for watching the streams, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Take care, everyone.